First and foremost from that trailer, that suit is the best live action suit I think I've ever seen. If it looks that good in the final film, my God.
Do you know why it looks so good? Because I'm pretty sure, going off the trailer, a lot of it is a practical suit.
Yes.
And
there were set photos showing that it was very
Yeah.
much practical.
Too much with Marvel have moved away from it to digital. And there's something.
The Star Wars style of a lot of practical and then touched up with CGI
Well,
is
it's like
always going to look the
practical
best.
suit with like CGI face adjustments for like expression, especially with like full suits, always work great. Works with Spider-Man, looks great in Spider-Man. So yeah, suit looks incredible.
So damn good.
Honestly,
Film looks fun.
Yeah, the film looks fun. The transformation when he gets the scarab, like, shows, like, it's fucking brutal when that scarab like embeds itself and gives you a suit. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't try to soften it all up, if that makes sense.
No.
Like, they're staying pretty true.
It seems like a genuinely terrifying experience, which
Yeah.
is what it would be.
I really like how what they've shown so far anyway.
So with the main character being Jaime, who's obviously of Mexican descent, the big question is going to be when the film comes out is if Mexican families go, oh, that feels realistic. They feel like realistic interactions.
Yeah, if they have nailed like Mexican culture and family culture, then
yeah,
which obviously
because
we will only find out once those Mexicans and Spanish people go see it. So
because if they just lean on stereotypes and then Mexican families come out like going, that's not what it's like at all. That's just stereotypes. I mean, you kind of go, what's the point then? But my God, that looked good. But I want to talk about the couple of bits that led to this week's character profile being Ted Cord.
Okay.
So at one point, we see them going towards a building that has Cord Industries written at the very top of it.
Oh, interesting.
And also, his family got in the bug. At one point, you see them in this weird little flying thing. That's the bug. So,
okay.
I don't know if Ted Cord's cutting about or already dead in this world, but Cord Industries is very much about. And I've got a feeling that woman that's like that belongs to me is the new, is like the new owner of Cord Industries after Ted's death. So that's why they had all the Blue Beetle equipment, and she was trying to work out how to get the scarab to work for her because it obviously never worked for Ted.
Possibly.
But the good news is, with Ted Cord not being teased or confirmed in the DCU at any point, we could still have a DCU. This film could still be the DCU.
Yeah, so here's the thing. This film, like, we've had no mention of Blue Beetle in any of the other stuff. Obviously, the last few DC films that have come out have obviously still been part of the old DCU and were written during that time, so they're very kind of heavy leaning into setting up this big DCEU world, which is kind of unfortunately put them on the chopping block. Here's hoping Blue Beetle isn't.
When he did, when James Gunn did his slate, he did mention Blue Beetle as like near the beginning of the DCU. So I think them films before Superman Legacy that were already in the works, I think he's going to go based on fan reception.
I think so. Here's what I'm thinking is, like, if they haven't written hard into like DCEU stuff and it can very much float there where it wants, with you mentioning the whole Ted Cord thing, and then in the character profile you mentioned about he lose link with Booster Gold, same time period, right? He's doing a Booster Gold film, James Gunn is. He maybe will tie this in.
Booster Gold's a TV show.
Oh, TV show, sorry.
It's a Booster Gold project, though, yeah.
Yeah, but there's Booster Gold is going to be in the DCU. He could use that as a way to link this in if they are able to. I think we both said it once we watched the trailer, was we really hope they don't like die hard tie this into DCU because it will put its future at jeopardy.
don't. I really hope they've not tried to, because there's always a danger for the writers writing this project back when they thought the DCEU was staying. They're like, okay, we want to build ourselves right into this so that we get more work, and I get that.
Oh yeah.
But in retrospect, you might have screwed yourself out of work now if
And
you're so deeply tied into the DCEU that you can't back out.
yeah, and obviously these films were written years ago. Like it's been a long time in the works before the DCU was even a thing. And it's not their fault, like if they've already pre-tied themselves in. We're just hoping they haven't. Or in editing them able to like skirt around that stuff. But it looks good.
I mean, it looks fun. But it is just going to be another origin story film.
It is. I think it'll be at least a bit more enjoyable in the sense of like it's a character we don't know, we haven't.
The action, the little bits of action we get in the trailer look pretty physical, so I'm hoping we've got some good fight scenes mixed in there as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's the whole thing with everyone's super hyped because the Cloud Strafe sword is now technically DC canon. The fucking Buster sword.
But yeah, no, it looks really cool and I'm very excited. Blue Beetle, when I realised it was coming to the big screen, was a project I was quite excited for. And that trailer hasn't disappointed.
No, it hasn't at all.